Who's ready to play with some new Dior for spring and summer, or just that everyday feel hot kind of look? I'm going to show you guys several different lip looks today, and I'm also going to show you guys how you can wear your lip gloss on your face. Let's go ahead and get started. I need to get my complexion on, so I grabbed my Chantecaille Rose Glow Face Tint. This is a gel moisturizing cream. And then I have my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and then I'm going to top it off with some powder. So let's go ahead, get our complexion on, and then we'll jump right into the color, which is the fun part. Complexion done. As you saw, I got a new powder, and I've talked about this powder quite consistently. I will link the video down below where I go over several powders and I speak about this beauty that has been a tried and true for me. Oh my goodness, since the early 2000s, and they re-brought it back. Quick little mention though, the powder puff that comes with it is really smart. There is a velvet side and then a sponge side. So the sponge side is a medium to full coverage. The velvet side gives you a softer look, light to medium coverage. So for those of you that want full coverage, I would put the sponge side on, and then throughout the day, just touch up with the velvet side. For those of you that have dry skin, I would just use the velvet side. All right, let's go ahead and get into some color. I got a new mascara. I always find my way back to the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl. I also use the original Dior Show. For those of you that don't really know the difference, the Dior Show has that big, fat, thick brush. It's amazing, but it dries out quickly. That said, the dry factor when you first put the mascara on is wonderful for holding a curl because it's not super moisturizing. It doesn't weigh the lashes down, but I do find I go through it quite quickly. Where the Dior Overcurl, which I'm going to use today, is kind of in between a moisturizing mascara and the Dior Show, like being a bit dry. It sits right in the middle, so it lasts a little bit longer, still holds the curl, but the best part is the brush. It has what I like to call the happy face or the rainbow shape. And when I was working for Dior years ago, the Dior artist educator showed me the tip or technique that I'm going to show you guys now. So the happy face side, for those of you that have smaller lashes, is great because it hugs the lash. You place it at an angle and you start at the base or at the root of your lashes and you wiggle up, and it will help to lengthen and grab onto those baby lashes. And for those of you that have medium to long lashes, you can use the rainbow side and just use it to softly lengthen and give some wispiness to your lashes. Now, I have somewhere in between. As you can see, mine aren't super long, they're not super thick, they're fine and kind of sparse. So I start with the happy face side and wiggle at the base and work out. Then I go back in and lengthen with the rainbow side. And once again, the rainbow side is this arc this way. Pretty cool, right? Next is the Dior Rose Glow Blush. When I first felt this in store, I was not into it. It was just too dry. And I kept seeing it on social media platforms and different department stores I'd walk into. I'd feel it again and I'd go, oh, just too dry. But what finally ended up getting me is I went on the Dior website and read about it. So I got the color Cheri that I'm going to try on with you guys today, but I wanted to read you guys a couple key points that made me finally try it. Here's the color. And it states that the powder blush reacts with skin's pH and moisture level upon application, resulting in a long-lasting, customized color. It remains fresh and radiant all day long. Wonderful. So there's some level of moisture, it sounds like, that will react with your skin's pH. It goes on to state it's an ultra fine, lightweight texture, glides on, melts into skin, weightless, second skin-like feel, which I like as well. So I'm going to use my Sculpt brush by Spectrum, and this is the number 05, adding a little to the tips of the brush. Just tap off any excess. In fact, I'll go in with the palm of my hand, press it into the bristles. And I'm going to go ahead and do a sculpt technique, which is where we kind of lift the outer edge of the cheek. And on this side, I'll pop it on the apple of the cheek, which is oh so very 90s. For such a bright color, it's really pretty. It's a true spring-summer blush, which is exactly what I want right now for my kit. Something that will brighten and wake up the complexion. I'm going in now with a little bit more. I just tapped a bit on the tip of the brush. And I'm bringing it down just a little further. Now, in total transparency, I don't gravitate towards Dior blushes as far as formulation. I think they do wonderful color stories, but I just find all their blushes to be a bit too dry. So I'm excited to see, as this wears on the skin a little bit, how it kind of warms up into the skin. The color is really pretty. I like for how bright it is, that it's not too much. It's one of those blushes that I feel like you can build up to get really saturated color, but we shall see. I'm going to go in now and add just a bit to the eyes. 4 new Dior lip maximizers. They're so beautiful on clients, especially when being photographed. So I just added more to my kit by getting these 4. These 2 here, the 015 and the 04, universally flattering on light, medium, and deep skin tones because they are sheer. They're kind of like popsicle stains. And the second 2 I'm going to try on are beautiful for year round, and especially for those of you who like a natural everyday look, or for my brides out there. Now, I'm not going to actually use the applicators in here because I use these for my kit. I do not want to contaminate them, but let's go ahead and try each color on, and then we'll decide which one is our favorite and why. Let's talk about how gorgeous these are. This one here is what I call the bridal lip. It's shimmer mocha. It has just enough of that rosy, beigey, nudie brown to look good on every skin tone, but it just catches light so beautifully. The light pink one in 030 is great for those of you that like a natural, pretty pink pout throughout the year, or specifically for that summer spring look. And the 015 is by far the most beautiful summer lip look. It's that true popsicle stain. And right behind that, I'd say, is the coral, which is in the 004. Now, the 004 and the 015 look beautiful with the cherry blush. I got the color Raspberry 07. This is the Dior Addict Lip Glow Oil. Now, this is a lip care infused oil, so it's a 2-in-1. So think of it as like a gloss treatment. And it does feel amazing, and it doesn't have any of those little minty, tingly feels on the lips. Let's go ahead and try it on. This has an ultra luminous finish. What's nice about these is they're tints, so they look good on all skin types. It just depends on what kind of light tint you want on your lips. I like to just sit here and go over and over my lips because it just feels so good. Here is the first application. I'm going to go in now with a second. Show you guys just how wet and juicy this can get. beautiful on top of lipstick, put a liner underneath, or just wear it on its own. This is one of the best lip looks when it comes to creating a really beautiful finish with your makeup, like if you were doing a completely natural makeup look, or if you were doing something with a smoky eye and that was the focal point, and then you wanted to balance that smoky eye out with a lip look, but not have it have any color. In fact, I took a tiny bit of this the other day, put some on my finger, tapped it on my cheekbone because it's just such a nice lacquered look on the lips. I knew it would be beautiful on the high points of the face. Very little bit because it is very wet. It can feel sticky. So if you just add a little bit, it's just so, so pretty. I wouldn't put this around the eyes because I don't want you to get it in your eyes, but on the bridge of the nose or on the cheekbone area, it is really gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Forgot to do bridge my nose. Let's add a little there too. Now this is how I like to shine. Not that frosty, over the top, dry powdery look, which there's a place for that, but for that model editorial skin or that everyday look where you're out and about facing people and you're not being filmed, this is going to look really pretty for that everyday look and glow. And there we have it, a Dior day, a Dior face. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like what you're seeing here on my channel, you want to support me as a content creator, the best way to do that is to go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. That helps the algorithm to get me out there. And you can use my links, which helps me to continue to buy products to do this channel, or you can donate where you see the heart on the top. You can donate any amount you would like. And if you haven't had enough, you can head to TikTok or to Instagram, where I do mini tutorials and show you guys what's coming up on my channel. And lastly, if you would like to book a professional makeup artist of 25 years, moi, you can head to CheriVoyage.com. All right, everyone, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for going on this voyage with me. I absolutely adore you guys, and I just really appreciate the community that we've been building. You guys are a really great group of individuals, and I just deeply appreciate it. All right, everyone, as always, continue to take care of you, continue to take care of each other, continue to be kind to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.